Hi everybody, my name is Amy Keys and thank you for tuning into my video, which is part of the Smoke-Free Music Cities music video series. Smoke-Free Music Cities is a project of the American Non-Smokers' Rights Foundation, and the foundation made this video possible. Thank you. A little background on me. I am a vocalist, a voiceover artist, an actor, a composer, songwriter, producer, arranger. Suffice it to say, I wear a myriad of hats. I've always believed that the more arrows you have in your quiver, the better. During my career, I've had the opportunity to work in various capacities, from live performance to recording to writing, background vocals, what have you, with an incredible array of artists. Most extensively, and I still do work with this gentleman, Mr. Phil Collins. I've toured extensively with Toto, Herbie Hancock, Michael Bolton, Joe Cocker, Dave Stewart, Katie Lang, and the list goes on. I've been very fortunate. I've also recorded or performed live with Stevie Wonder, Sting, Mary J. Blige, Sam Smith, Vince Gill, Richard Page, and Timothy B. Smith, Don Henley, all of the Eagles, which I adore. I've get to perform with a Beatle, which is amazing, Mr. Ringo Starr. I've done vocal arrangements and sung with him. I've been very, very, very fortunate and very blessed in my career, and I hope that it continues until that final breath. And speaking of breath, did you know that secondhand smoke comes from two sources, actually? From the burning tip of, say, the cigar, the cigarette, the pipe, etc., as well as the smoke that's expelled by the person smoking said cigarette, cigar, etc. And that secondhand smoke contains toxic particles that everyone else then inhales. And it can also lead to not only allergic reactions to someone like me, but can also lead to heart and lung disease, as well as damage your eyes, which I didn't know. I knew it irritated them, but I did not know it damaged them. Thank you, Foundation. I can also relate to how secondhand smoke has affected my career. I was in Europe at the time with a major artist. We did 3 sold-out nights at an indoor venue in the winter. So, of course, everything was closed in. We had an extensive light show that relied upon the different smoke that's put in by the special effects group that we carry with us on tour. So they cut down on the ventilation to keep the smoke in. Lovely. And then this particular venue allowed smoking indoors. Every other seat, as the lights went down, you could see that little red end of the tip of a cigarette. As we performed that night, even the band members who smoked were having difficulty. Our stage was set in the center, so we were completely surrounded for our whole show, which was a long one. It was over 2 hours long. We were inhaling this smoke for almost 3 hours every night, running and singing and playing and dashing from point to point throughout the night. We would go down, in between songs, we would go down beneath the stage to get refreshed, and the crew was dipping towels in ice water, and we were breathing through those to try and get a bit of some semblance of fresh air. This sounds disgusting, but if you blew your nose, it was like soot. It was black. Fast forward to the next night, myself and the artist were both seen by a physician because we were deathly ill after being exposed to this 3 nights in a row. We were both placed on intravenous medications, steroids to calm down the inflammation quickly because, of course, the show must go on. Some shows actually had to be postponed because of the severe effect on the artist's voice. And not only does something like that affect that artist, it affects everyone on stage, as well as the riggers, the backline guys, the caterers, the guys who drive the trucks. Anytime anything gets postponed or, God forbid, canceled, that has a detrimental effect upon careers and pocketbooks. We need to consider how our actions affect others. I'm not saying to stop smoking. Smokers, as well as folks who have smoked and quit, can come on board and be supportive of non-smokers. It's just a matter of being cognizant of the effect that smoke has on someone else's health and life, and thereby their livelihood. That music venue it's our workplace. We have to work there, and we have to deal with the conditions that are presented. And especially in, say, a place as casinos where smoking is still allowed, the workers, not only the musicians and the singers, but the folks who bring you your drinks, bring you your food or what have you, are trapped in that for 8 to 10 hours sometimes, and have to deal with the repercussions of inhaling those toxins day in and day out. And they have no choice. That's their job. That's my job. That's our job. So just something to think about, just to be conscious of it. Not saying to stop smoking, just saying to do that outside where you can enjoy it and the person performing inside can also do their job to the best of their abilities. And now, to get to some of the music of this video, I had a pleasure while working with Mr. Phil Collins, with working with a horn section in Europe that was led by an amazing, not only amazing player and not only amazing human being, but just an incredible composer, Mr. John Aram. And through him, I was put in touch with another amazing composer and pianist, Mr. Tim Garland. And together, we worked on this incredible song that I hope you'll enjoy. It's called Future Together. This was an adventure to work on. As you can hear, it's a little ethereal almost in the feel. And it's just such a cool jazz vibe to it, but still very current, very up to date, and a fun little song that I worked with two incredible musicians. Sun's rising up on a clear new day. Ruby red lights on the rooftops. The sound of the train is like yesterday's rain. It just fades away. Perhaps it's nothing special, another day with you. We got a lot of history and every day is new. It's amazing just how easily you can forget. We got a future together. We got a future together. We got a future together. on my shoes and I'm out the door, remembering how you first met me. I couldn't pretend I was just a good friend and came back for more. And now it's so familiar, and this will make you mad. I really want to thrill you with the thoughts that I've had. It's amazing just how easily you can forget. We got a future together. We got a future together. We got a future together. Got a future together. Yeah. Yesterday's pain is like yesterday's rain. It's today's sweet song. And now I gotta I'm love to last. And you make a decision to close the door on the past. It's amazing how amazing this whole thing is. We got a future together. We got a future together. Got a future together. Got a future together. Yeah. Da ba do da 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 da ba do da. Oh, yeah, 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 yeah. Ooh. I hope that you enjoyed that song. I am truly enjoying being part of this Smokefree Music Cities music video series. And I've also enjoyed the education that I've gotten in reading the literature from the American Non-Smokers' Rights Foundation. Did you know that there's such a thing as third-hand smoke? I knew about secondhand. I've never heard of third-hand smoke. Third-hand smoke actually lingers long after the cigar, cigarette, or what have you has been put out. And it's particulate matter. I believe it contains something like 250 different types of toxins that settle on your carpet, in your drapes, on the fabric, on your couch or your seat, your favorite chair or wherever. But it also settles on our microphones, on our instruments, in the keyboard, in the strings, inside the guitars, in our amplifiers. That debris gets in there and does damage. Had no idea. Third-hand smoke. Incredible. I had the pleasure of writing a song for an independent film, and the character was near and dear to my heart. It was, she was shy, the shy type, but once she got on stage, she blossomed. She became this force of nature. And she had always had the naysayers here. Oh, you'll never make it. Oh, you should stay close to home, da 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 da. And this song was written about her and when she finally found the wherewithal within herself to step out on faith and talent and go for her dream. And the song is called Let Me Be the One. Let me be the one that you can run to, be the open arms that wait to hold you, never let you fall, be there through it all. Let me be the one. Packed up my soul in a suitcase, walked away with your heart in my hand. I stand on the edge of forever, took a road that you don't understand. Your voices are fading behind me, I'm no longer held back by your fears. Just your final embrace to remind me, as you whisper these words in my ear. Let me be the one that you can run to, be the open arms that wait to hold you, never let you fall, be there through it all. Let me be the one. Let me be the rock that you can cling to. I will give you faith when there's nothing to get you through the night. I'll make it alright. Let me be the one. Flying with no net below me, I'm no longer afraid of the fall. On the brink of my dreams or disaster, got no choice but to go for it all. It's finally all clear before me. Guess this leap of faith opened my eyes. I'm counting on nobody but me. For the first time, the glory is mine. I hope that you enjoyed that song, especially since it's near and dear to my heart, as it was my first foray into writing and arranging a specific piece of music for a film. And this video is my first foray into working with the Smokefree Music Cities music video series, as well as the American Non-Smokers' Rights Foundation. It's been an incredibly educational experience, especially with regards to something that is touching all of us right now, which is the COVID-19 virus. Did you know that the act of smoking can make you more susceptible to contracting the virus? It's basically, I guess, an issue of mechanics. You cannot smoke without removing the mask that gives you the protection, at least some protection from the virus. And the act of removing and replacing the mask, smoking the pipe, the cigarette, or whatever, moving it around, no amount of hand washing is going to prevent some type of transmission of the virus if you've come in contact with it, because it's just, there are too many opportunities for it to occur. In addition to that making you more susceptible to contract the virus, the act of expelling the smoke, you're expelling droplets and particulate matter that goes out in an expansive area. It goes for a long distance, much further than I had ever known it did, and has the potential for infecting many more people. And lungs that have been impacted by COVID-19 already and have possibly contracted some type of lung damage are even more susceptible to the adverse effects of secondhand and thirdhand smoke. Something else to think about. Now, on a brighter note, I had the pleasure of working with two brilliant musicians and songwriters, Ms. Lori Barth and Mr. O.G. Pierce. Lori is a vocalist and musician and an artist in her own right. You should check her out. And O.G. Pierce, a lot of you probably remember that name. Just in case you don't, there was an artist named Montel Jordan who did a song you might have heard called "This Is How We Do It." And there was a line in that song that said, "You and OG gonna make some cash, sell 1 million albums and you're making the dash." That OG was O.G. Pierce. Incredible, incredible artist, writer, musician. It's a huge loss when we lost him. But I had the pleasure of knowing him as a friend and working with him as an artist. And together, the three of us wrote this next song called Rain. Rain on my window, falling like the teardrops that I cried for you. Now that we're through there. Rain on my window, pounding on my brain. Will I ever find a way to stop this rain? Closet full of hangers with the clothes all gone. Could it be that I've been left the lonely one? Thinking maybe something came between the you and me that used to be and now will ever be the same time, same place. But something's wrong. Haven't seen the light, it seems so far too long. Acting crazy like a fool who couldn't see the storm that's taking over where there used to be no rain. On my window, falling like the teardrops that I cried for you. Now that we're through there. Rain on my window, pounding on my brain. Will I ever find a way to stop this rain? Rain on my window, falling like the teardrops that I cried for you. Now that we're through there. Rain on my window, pounding on my brain. Will I ever find a way to stop this rain? Rain, falling like rain. picture in the frame. Now they're just strangers who don't even know their names. Lost and lonely, I can feel my dreams as they slip through my hands. I just can't stand this rain. Now that we're through that, will I ever find a way to stop this rain? Hey, now that we're through that, will I ever find a way to stop this rain? Rain. Oh, rain, 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 falling like rain, rain, rain. Oh, rain on my window, falling like the teardrops that I cried for you. Now that we're through this, will I ever find a way to stop this rain? Rain, don't fall in love. Rain, now that we're through this, rain, will I ever find a way to stop this rain? Stop this rain. Oh, rain. Hey. Oh, rain. Yeah. I'll find a way to stop this rain. Yeah, yeah. Rain. Oh, gotta stop this rain. Thank you all for still hanging in there with me during my Smoke-Free Music Cities music video. Now, one other thing, did you realize that? Did you know that the ventilation systems that everyone touts as, oh, it sucks the smoke out and all that other stuff in casinos and music videos and bars and things like that, doesn't cut it. The ventilation systems do not extract all of the particulate matter, all the carcinogens, all of the toxins that are expelled when numerous people are smoking within an enclosed space. Ventilation won't work. Doesn't work. Smoke and lungs don't mix. Now, moving on. My next song, I had the pleasure of working with this gentleman when I toured with Michael Bolton, who is a force of nature as a vocalist, by the way. Amazing. That was a wonderful experience. His musical director at the time, Mr. Joey Melody, and I co-wrote this particular song, and I hope you'll enjoy it. It's called Forgiving You. Tried being everything you this empty feeling. Will I ever find pleasure without the pain? It's been too long, I can't go on pretending that my heart's not breaking. You're so unaware, it's too late to care. Maybe now you realize forgiving you, so hard to do, such a lonely feeling when there's nowhere to hide. Forgiving you, all I can do is try to find some feeling left inside. Forgiving you, so hard to do, such a lonely feeling when there's nowhere to run. No, no. Forgiving you, all I can do is try to find some feeling left inside. Forgiving you, forgiving you, forgiving you, forgiving you, forgiving you. Forgiving you, so hard to do. Forgiving you, forgiving you, so all I can do. Forgiving you, forgiving you, forgiving you. I didn't know. How could I know? Forgiving you, forgiving you. Ooh, ooh, forgiving you, forgiving you, so all I can do. Forgiving you is all I can do. Forgiving you. Hey, thank you all for still hanging in there with me. I am coming to the end of my first video with Smokefree Music Cities music video series in conjunction with the American Non-Smokers' Rights Foundation. And I'd like to conclude with a really special song. I consider Paris my second home. I toured extensively through France and the French-speaking world with an amazing French artist named Hallyday. It was an incredible experience, and as I said, it made me treasure France and consider it my second home. One of the things that they do a lot of over there is smoke. So it was difficult at times to be on point 100% in performing. So I'm hoping that this little video that I've done will at least make folks think a little bit. As I said, we're not asking you to stop smoking. You know, by all means, we want you to have the freedom to do that. But just do it outside so that the other folks who don't choose to smoke can make the choice of breathing fresh, clean air, clear air, and so that we have full, strong lungs so we can sing the rafters down for you. I hope you've enjoyed this video and that you'll watch out for new music coming from me, hopefully soon, hopefully in an après-COVID period. But as I said, this song speaks a bit about my second home, which is Paris, France. And I co-wrote it with two amazing musicians, the keyboardist, Mr. Herman Jackson, and my dear friend, Camille Rustam, who's a phenomenal guitarist. Both are incredible artists in their own right, and you should check out their music as well. But right now, I hope you'll check out and enjoy our composition, Papillon. Nothing else makes me feel this way. And ooh, then to my surprise, floating like a butterfly, rich and smooth like Bordeaux wine. Ooh la la, so divine. Butterfly, 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 sorry my eyes. You'll always be my papillon. You'll always be my papillon. Butterfly, sweet butterfly, butterfly, sorry my eyes. You'll always be my to try it. Always had my feet on the ground, but now I'm flying. Don't know what the TP zoo. Avec plaisir entre nous. And ooh, like a magic spell, underneath le Tour Eiffel. Take me up, let's fly away. C'est bon, my baby. Butterfly, butterfly, butterfly. Sorry, my eyes. You'll always be my papillon. You'll always be my papillon. Thank you so much for tuning in and hanging with me during my little video presentation for Smokefree Music Cities. Hey, you'll always be my papillon. You'll always be my papillon. Hey, hey, thank you again for tuning in. And keep an eye and an ear out for music from Amy Keys. Thank you.